In the heart of a bustling Nigerian city, there was a small, unassuming restaurant that never lacked customers. It was called Mama P's Kitchen, and it was famous for its irresistibly delicious food. No matter the time of day, the place was packed. Businessmen, students, market women, and even police officers all came to eat there. Some claimed that after tasting the food once, they could never stop craving it. But what they didn't know was that the secret ingredient wasn't love, nor was it some magical spice, it was blood. Human blood. Mama Peace, the owner, was a quiet but friendly woman in her early 50s. She wore a kind smile, and her voice was soft, always reassuring her customers, "Eat well, my children." People loved her food, but no one truly knew where she got her meat from. Strange things began happening in the city. Every few days, someone would go missing: students returning from school, young men walking home late at night, even delivery drivers who had last been seen near Mama Peace's restaurant. Rumors spread, but no one connected the disappearances to the kind-looking woman who fed half the city. One evening, a university student named Chioma visited the restaurant with her boyfriend, David. They were regular customers, but that night, something felt off. Chioma noticed a strange metallic taste in her soup, like rusted iron. When she lifted a piece of meat to her nose, the scent made her stomach turn. "Mama Peace, what kind of meat is this?" she asked hesitantly. Mama Peace chuckled. "Oh, my dear, don't worry about that. Just enjoy." David, already halfway through his plate, laughed. "Babe, relax. This food is too sweet. Why are you questioning it?" But Chioma couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. The taste lingered on her tongue, bitter and unnatural. That night, she fell violently ill, vomiting uncontrollably. Her dreams were filled with disturbing images: people screaming, a shadowy figure dragging bodies into a dark room, and blood pouring into a giant pot. Determined to find out the truth, Chioma convinced David to help her investigate. Late at night, they returned to Mama Peace's restaurant. The building was closed, but a dim light flickered inside. They sneaked through the back door, stepping cautiously. The air was thick with the scent of spices and something foul, something rotten. Chioma covered her nose, and David held her hand tightly as they moved further inside. Then, they saw it, a hidden door behind the kitchen, slightly ajar. They pushed it open. Inside, their worst nightmares became reality. There were large metal bowls filled with thick, dark blood. Hooks hung from the ceiling, dripping red. And on a long table lay the remains of human bodies, limbs severed, bones stripped clean. Bags filled with personal belongings, phones, wallets, and clothes were stacked in the corner. Chioma gasped, and David staggered back, covering his mouth in horror. Just then, a slow, deliberate clap echoed behind them. Mama Peace's dark secret. They turned around to see Mama Peace standing at the doorway, her face twisted into an eerie smile. "I told you, my food is special," she said, stepping forward. "And now, you have seen my little secret." Chioma and David backed away, but Mama Peace grabbed a machete from the table. "People like you spoil business. But don't worry, soon, you'll be part of my special recipe." David lunged at her, trying to knock the weapon from her hands. A struggle ensued, but Mama Peace was unnaturally strong. She slashed at David's shoulder, and he cried out in pain. Chioma grabbed the pot and smashed it against Mama Peace's head, giving them just enough time to run. They bolted through the back door, screaming for help. The police arrived, and when they searched the restaurant, they uncovered the horrifying truth: Mama Peace had been running a ritualistic cannibalistic operation for over 20 years. The food that had people addicted, that made them crave more, was laced with human blood and flesh. Those who ate from her restaurant had unknowingly consumed the missing people. As news spread, customers vomited and collapsed in shock. People who had eaten her food for years were sickened, some even driven mad by the revelation. Many had unknowingly consumed the flesh of their loved ones. Mama Peace was arrested, but as she was dragged away, she only laughed. "You think this ends with me?" she whispered to Chioma. "There are many more like me. Be careful where you eat. The city would never be the same again." People stopped eating at roadside restaurants. Trust was shattered. And every time someone sat down to eat, they hesitated, wondering what exactly was in their food. The horror of Mama Peace's restaurant became a cautionary tale, a nightmare that haunted everyone who had ever tasted her cooking. And in the dead of night, Chioma would sometimes wake up with a lingering taste in her mouth, a taste of something she could never forget.